What is happening, party people? This is Carter, Juju1313. We got another unboxing for you. Yes, it is another Emerson knives right here. I ordered this one directly from EKI, as I have most of my Emersons, not all of them. There's a couple that I picked up that you guys haven't even seen yet, I don't think. Maybe you have. Maybe you've seen one of them that I picked up secondhand. But most of them I've just been picking up off the site because I'm so impatient that I pay that retail, baby. This one I'm pretty excited about. It'll probably be the last one for a while. It is a Super Commander Thunderstorm finish serrated number 45. So that's pretty cool. Number 45. One thing about Emerson's is they seem to restart their serial numbering for each finish, for each type. So low serial numbers don't mean as much as maybe some other knives. Here she is. What a, nice detent. What a beast. We have those beautiful serrations there. Let's check. Let's do our once over. Let's check this lockup. Perfect. Oh man, this thing is a beast. This is a monster. It has been so long since I've had a Super Commander. Wait, I've owned a Super Commander, right? I'm pretty sure I've owned a Super Commander. 1, 2, 3, 4 standoffs on this baby. Silver standoffs. Ooh, let's see if it has the tab, the detent tab. It does not. One thing, so here's the thing, guys. I'm maybe slightly autistic. I don't know. Yeah, I notice patterns and things, and I like to figure patterns out. One thing I've noticed in my Emerson buying spree lately is that all of my best, most fine-tuned, especially when we're talking detent Emersons, have all been ones that don't have the legacy tab cut out on the scale. Probably just a coincidence. Probably. Maybe not. My full-size CQC 8 has a little bit of jiggle in the close. Not too bad. I mean, it's just one of those things where it's not going to affect anything. I just notice it. And then my Jungle Mini Commander, which you have not seen yet, also, that one has a lot of like slop in the detent. That one as well has the little tabby thing. My Horseman is rock solid. My Commander, my full-size Commander is rock solid. Anyways, doesn't matter. It really doesn't. There's that awesome Thunderstorm finish, which is a big deal to me. I really like this finish. That's why I picked this up. Normally, I would wait until I come across something like this on the secondary and get a better deal. But because I love this Thunderstorm finish so much, and they had them in stock at Emerson, I just had to pick it up. It's kind of like the Vulcan finish is to Medford's. Like, apparently I'm a big blade finish guy, because the Vulcan finish for Medford's is kind of part of what got me on the Medford kick. I've since gotten out of that kick. I've actually sold every single Medford I own, but it's that Vulcan finish that kind of make me say, okay, there's something cool going on here with these. And with Emerson's, it's this Thunderstorm finish. It looks so cool, because I'll be honest, I like the way their stonewash satin looks, but it does look a little dated. We've seen it before. I do like black on black, but their Cerakoted finish is a little cheap looking to me. I'll be honest. Cerakote's a fine finish, but it just looks, it's paint. So it looks painted. I've got it on my Horseman, and I've got it on my Jungle Mini Commander, and it's okay. It's fine. But it's just not, I don't know. I don't love it. It just kind of makes it look cheap. And I like the black, but I don't like that type of black. So this Thunderstorm finish just kind of does it for me. It rustles my Jimmy, because it gives it that kind of black on black look, but it doesn't look like paint because it's not paint. Still not completely sure what it is. I'm still, I've had a few people comment on my previous unboxing video. Some people said that they thought it was a DLC, then stonewashed. Could be. I find that hard to believe, though. DLC is a pretty expensive finish to do, and it's a very specialized finish. It's not something that just a regular shop can just do. It's something you would have to invest in the equipment to do DLC, or you'd have to ship it off to do DLC. And just based off Emerson and how they price their stuff and do their stuff, I could see them doing DLC on like a super limited, but I don't see them doing it as part of their regular production. And I also, the Thunderstorm finish costs more, but if this was DLC, I think it would be substantially more. So I'm still leaning towards some sort of blued finish. You can blue 154 CM. If you don't believe me, actually, one way to get rid of lock stick is to put some cold blue on the lock face, and it'll help with the lock stick. Still, it's a temporary solution. It lasts a little bit longer than pencil and marker. But you can do that, and it will change the color to kind of a light gray, similar to this. So I'm still leaning towards some sort of bluing, whether hot blue or cold blue. That would be much more affordable. Anybody can do it. You just buy the chemicals, and then you just let them soak in a vat. It's very kind of garage knife making style, which Emerson kind of does, you know. That's kind of what they do. Ooh, I just remembered. I ordered a new pocket clip, like a sick pocket clip with this, and I missed it in the box. So after this video, I need to go and check and see if that's in there. I went with the serrations on here just because I like serrations. And I think with this knife, it just works so good. And by this knife, I mean the Commander. Because let's be honest, you've got a good amount of cutting edge on this thing. Like these blades have a lot of cutting edge. And you've got 2 3/4, or let's say 2 1/2. If you're just going straight across 2 1/2, obviously a little more if you're counting the belly. 2 1/2 inches of just plain Jane cutting. Most of my cutting is going to be all the way up here. So it's cool to have some serrations back here in case you need them for something. And honestly, I think they look cool how they fit up into this curve here. And secondly, or thirdly, or fourthly, when I'm sharpening, it's just going to be easier just to deal with this belly anyways than dealing with this recurve. So I'm just, these serrations will probably never get used much, if at all. And I'll do all my sharpening just up front here for when I use this. And if I need to, I can send it into EKI and they can do a full sharpening on the whole thing for me. But more than likely, with the amount of knives I have, I doubt I'm ever going to even use this thing enough to need sharpening unless I do like a dedicated carry type deal with these. So this is not the largest Commander they make. I think they've made an Uber Commander is what they call it, which is a size bigger. This has like a 4-inch blade, pretty big overall. Definitely, there's bigger knives. It's not a record breaker or anything, but they do the Uber Commander, but this is kind of the biggest. So it's like 9 3/4 total length, big knife. This is about the biggest you're going to commonly see. The Uber Commander is a little bit of a specialty. Like you can't just run on the site and buy those. I don't know how often they do them or when the last time they did that size is. But this is, the Super Commander, the super sizes you can usually, they'll do runs of them and you can pick them up. This one actually is in stock last I checked, hence why I bought it. But it's a really cool size. One thing I don't like about EKI though is that as they grow the sizes, micro, mini, regular, super, the only thing that changes is the side dimensions, the length, the blade length. The stock is the same, the width is the same, everything else is the same. Lock bar is the same thickness. So in my mind, this is really as big as I would want to go. That's what she said. Because otherwise it just starts getting a little too thin and a little too flimsy. Even this one's almost kind of pushing it, but I had to get a Super Commander in my collection. Let's do a weight real quick, just for funsies. See what we're dealing with. For how big it is, I'm guessing 6.3. So I believe I weighed my regular Commander today at 6.1. It did have a lanyard and a bead. So that is the benefit of only increasing this dimension, is you get a much bigger blade for very little extra weight. Very cool stuff. So Super Commander, Thunderstorm finish. This is going in my pocket. I'm going on a date it's a double date with the wife tonight. So what's more romantic than a Super Commander to get sushi? Am I right? All right, guys, you take it easy. I'm out of here. I'll talk to you next time.